Over the course of the New World, Kaido has definitely proven himself to be one of the most formidable and interesting villain in the entire history of One Piece. Initially when he was introduced, I kinda thought that he was a bit of a lame villain, just being strong for the sake of being strong, just being evil for the sake of being evil. But that's not the case anymore because his story has been revolving fantastically and he's definitely proving the worth of his character, even though technically we have not seen the true extent of his potentials as we have not got the much awaited Kaido backstory. I mean, sure, we have been getting hints and nudges about it every now and then, with small glimpses of his past from Big Mom to even King, but all of these things are not even close to the full backstory of Kaido, which is definitely going to shift some of the major forces in the world of One Piece. We are still eagerly waiting for it. But in the midst of all of these things, I just want to talk about what exactly is the true motive of Kaido here. Because he already has access to a lot of different information and knowledge which we as the readers and in fact the people inside the world of One Piece are not aware of. He knows the true significance of Wano, he knows a lot about the Joy Boy, and he definitely knows much more about the world government and the Void Century than he's letting us know, and I'm pretty sure that all of these things are going to be explored when his actual backstory is going to be divulged to us, specifically considering Rock's T. Zebek, the entire Rock's Pirate and all of those flashbacks. But in this video I just want to give a casual reading or a casual understanding of what exactly is Kaido's quote-unquote true motive. So my understanding here is that Kaido is definitely trying to provoke the Joy Boy. Now hear me out on this one. I know this sounds wrong at the first glance because chapter 1046 essentially tells us that no, Luffy is not the reincarnation. This is not a reincarnation plot where Luffy is the reincarnation of Joy Boy. No, that is not happening. And in fact, he is also not the reincarnation for the sun god Nika. Luffy is still Monkey D. Luffy, the man who is going to become the Pirate King. Just that's it, as simple as that. I mean, sure, there are much more deeper undertones into all of these things. The context is out there with Luffy inheriting the powers of the sun god Nika in the form of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or rather the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, and also how Luffy has been a liberator for every single arc out there. It doesn't mean that this is some sort of a ghost of the sun god Nika which is possessing Luffy. This is the true nature of Luffy, who doesn't like control, who doesn't like the shackles of containment holding him down. It is his true nature, and in a way he is basically taking forward the dreams and aspirations of Joy Boy and the sun god Nika. But at the end of the day, I still believe that the true motive of Kaido here is to provoke a reaction out of the Joy Boy. He already definitely knows a lot more about the Joy Boy, the legendary figure of Joy Boy, and it is revealed to us sort of with the King flashback about how King was referring, or at least trying to refer to Kaido as one of the candidates for Joy Boy. And I still believe that Joy Boy as a position is not inherited by people, but rather it is someone or some individual who takes up the dreams, who takes up the aspirations, the will of Joy Boy, basically someone who is free enough to provide liberation to the world. And that's why Luffy fits all of these things perfectly. I'm sure there is some form of destiny at hand here, maybe some form of meddling from Shanks himself. He was maybe trying to do all of these things right from the get-go, but that's a topic of discussion for another day because we need to talk about why Shanks even appeared at Marineford, because with the current context at hand, I feel like that's also a very important topic of discussion. But right now I feel like Kaido is basically provoking a reaction out of Joy Boy, or even the candidates for Joy Boy. He himself was considered to be one of them, but right now, especially going back to chapter 1043 and 44 in fact, when Luffy was literally out cold, he tells the following things: I'm going to berate this island, I'm going to not even spare the women or children. He is basically trying to get a reaction out of the Joy Boy candidate. He knew that Luffy was not defeated at that particular moment, and if Luffy was actually defeated, he was going to be very disappointed. And that's why when Luffy finally regained his strength, when Luffy unlocked his awakening, Kaido was extremely happy. So basically, combining all of these things at hand, I'm pretty sure that Kaido is trying to manipulate the things. He knows that Wano has an intrinsic connection to the Void Century, to One Piece, to Joy Boy, to Sun God Nika and all of these things, and basically as a result of all of it, he is trying to manipulate a figure to rise out of all of these hurdles and all of these shackles in place to take the dream of Joy Boy, to capture the dream of Joy Boy and take it forward, to maybe finally destroy the world government once and for all. He might be provoking a character, and that character obviously here is Luffy. He initially didn't know that Luffy was this character, but right now he might be sure that yes, Luffy is indeed the person whom Roger was waiting for, and even he himself might be waiting for. So that's pretty much my theory for this particular video. What do you guys think about all of these things? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today. See you all in the next one.